Hello, I'm Susan Fagan, your 9th District State Representative. Thank you for tuning in for this week's update on the 2010 session of the legislature. As week 4 concluded and we moved into week 5 of the scheduled 60-day session, there was a development that you need to know about. Majority Democrats have introduced a bill that would dismantle Initiative 960, the tax protections approved by voters in 2007. The measure is Senate Bill 6843, and what it would do is suspend the requirement that tax increases be approved by a 2/3 majority. In other words, the bill would allow the legislature to raise taxes with just a simple majority. Senate Bill 6843 was rushed to a hearing in the Senate Ways and Means Committee. That maneuver left little time for you to read the bill, call your legislators about it, or be able to attend the hearing and express your concerns. I believe that you sent us a strong message when you approved Initiative 960. In fact, you've spoken 3 times for a 2/3 rule in 1993, 1998, and 2007. You said that you want transparency, fiscal restraint, and accountability in the budget writing process, and you have every right to expect it. You said then, and continue to say today, that we must live within our means. That's why this move to overturn Initiative 960 concerns me very much. At a time when we're worried about our financial future, and at a time when the state's economy is struggling, this step toward raising taxes creates an atmosphere of apprehension that tax increases will further dampen our economic recovery and job creation. One tried and true way to wisely reduce spending is by using the priorities of government method. For those of you who might not be familiar with the process, it dates back to 2003. State government was $2.6 billion in the hole, the economy was in recession, and our unemployment rate was #1 in the nation. Tax increases were on the table. California had raised taxes, as did Idaho and Oregon. But Democrat Governor Gary Locke and Dino Rossi, the Republican chairman of the Senate Ways and Means Committee, took a different approach. They prioritized state spending and crafted a budget without tax hikes. With political courage and a willingness to make the tough but responsible decisions, it can be done again. As lawmakers, we have an opportunity, actually an obligation, to defend the will of the voters and protect the taxpayers we were elected to represent. Raising taxes when our economy is so fragile will only delay our recovery. The U.S. lost 20,000 jobs during January, and the jobless rate at 9.7% is actually artificially low because of the large number of discouraged job seekers who have simply quit looking for work. With the new forecast from the state's Economic and Revenue Forecast Council due out Friday, we'll get a clear picture of where Washington stands. But we do know that now is the worst time to raise taxes. Raising taxes to bail out the legislature's poor spending decisions in the past is the wrong approach, and Senate Bill 6843 is bad news for Washington employers and our families. Struggling businesses and families are cinching in, spending less, economizing, and focusing on the essentials. It's time for state government to lead by example and do the same. And a final note, my appreciation to everyone who joined me for coffee and conversation last weekend in Palouse, in Clarkston, and also in Pullman. The comments and opinions you shared are very important to me, and I value the time we had together. I'm Representative Susan Fagan. Thank you for watching.